Today, Michelle and I are making our way through Wyoming and heading to Little Bighorn Battlefield. But first, we have a few quick stops to make.
Well, I was born just west of the river, Mississippi mud running in my veins. And on the road is where I found freedom. I spent my whole life running my way.
All right, well, we're getting ready to leave this morning, but I wanted to show you this place here in case you use this as one of your Harvest Host stays. Big Lost Brewery. This is the area where you're going to park. When we came here last night, there was an Airstream, truck and Airstream parked here, and we just parked over there. We had to put a couple blocks on the front wheel over there to get it level, and one on the other backside. If you get a chance, they have some really good drinks there that are made with mead. It's fermented honey and water. Are you having pie for breakfast?
No, I do need coffee though, for sure.
Well, you know, you could get a piece, have a bite, and have the rest tomorrow for with your coffee in the mornings.
Definitely could.
A lot of times when we go to these places, she'll have a bite or two. Unless we're at Sherman's Deli, then she devours the whole thing.
It, yeah.
But she likes to save it and have a little bit throughout the next couple of days, so she's not getting all that at once.
Moderation is the key.
That's her secret.
Follow the road into the sky. Never let adventures pass you by. Be free and follow your crazy dreams. We're living our vision in the RV. Come ride with us and you'll be free.
Talk about a small town. 10-minute wait. We go in this little place. Talk about getting looked at like you ain't from around here, are you?
I'm a clever man. I'm a clever man. I'm a clever man. I'm a clever man. You wait a thing forever camp and that's the man. And I will sing forever rain and I've been dreaming my man. When I can bring the baby things and I can bring the rain. You wait the rain, the rain.
That was, if I had more thumbs, I'd put them up too.
Exactly.
Great spot to come. If you come through Gillette, Wyoming, make a stop here. Cute little hole-in-the-wall place where obviously all the locals go.
Right, they were very busy. Their service was excellent considering how busy they were. And just great food. The bacon, don't miss out on getting the bacon.
Best
Best
bacon I've ever had.
we have ever had. And they said they get it special for them.
Yeah, they said they can't get it anywhere else. It's specially cut for them, but they do sell it here, and you have to get it by a case or something like that for $80-some, which is a really
it's like
good deal.
a 15-pound type
yeah.
amount. But anyway, and the pancake is ginormous, and it's very good.
Ginormous.
And I got a pie
Piece
to
of
go.
pie. They make homemade pies there. Haven't heard of this one, blueberry or Dutch
blueberry.
Why don't you take a bite for everybody just to see how good it really is?
Oh boy. Okay.
Actually, take a bite from me. I want to know.
Well, I have to go get a fork, obviously, but.
Well, I'll get you a fork. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Oh, is that a cow pie or a pie?
Kind of. I think she just had to smush it in the container.
We'll get you a small fork. Your pie fork. We should get you a fork, engraved pie girl. You can use just for the pie.
So I'll show you. Of course, it looked better in the pie dish. I think she just had to, push it into this container part.
It almost looks like a cow pie, and the cow
part.
just shoved hay over it or something. It looks good. Crumb. I got it. We don't rave too much, as you know, about some of these places,
That's good.
but
Yeah,
this is worth stopping.
definitely. This is a homemade crust on the bottom and those crumbles on the top. Yeah.
Thrilling.
That's a 9.5 for a blueberry pie.
Holy cow, seriously?
Yes.
We haven't been rating very much lately. Some people like the ratings, and some people says, please stop doing that. We don't want to see that no more.
That was good. That's good. Yeah. But since I'm so full, I cannot have any more yet right now.
We need to get back on the road and show these guys what they're really here to watch.
Not us eat.
Look, they're getting fatter. Especially Fry Guy.
I'm a traveling man. I'm a traveling man. I'm a traveling man. I'm a traveling man.
Before we head back out on the interstate, we're just going to drive by this little hidden gem, I guess you want to call it. A little history about Gillette, Wyoming. I didn't hit the go on here.
Starting route to 900 West 2nd Street.
Yeah, it's on 900 West 2nd Street. That's where you can find it. But it is called, what is it, Michelle?
Campbell County Rock Pile Museum.
Doesn't sound like much. And it's outside. Well, there is a museum inside. But this rock pile, so to speak, has some very interesting history to it.
I'm a traveling man.
When the first settlers reached the Wyoming territory, they often would use natural features for lines of demarcation. And what would be known today as Campbell County, the first settlers used a rock pile to stake their claim on the land. The settlement became known as Rocky Pile. But when the Burlington and Missouri Railroad arrived in 1891, the town was renamed Gillette after one of their surveyors. The rock pile continued to be a sedimentary symbol of the town's fortunes, visible from Highway 16 as Gillette grew and became a mining mecca. Residents were torn between leveling the ground for its continued development and preserving it as part of the town's legacy. Finally, in 1970, Ralph Kintz bought the land and donated it to Campbell County. 4 years later, the Campbell County Rock Pile Museum opened.
This town used to provide, I think it was 30% or 30-some percent of the entire nation's power supply. It's a big area for coal production.
When you first said we were going to a rock pile museum, I'm like, what is it? Just
Who would
a
want to go?
museum full of rocks?
Just think back of this area when the settlers came, and they knew where they were at when they saw this lonely pile of rocks.
I wanna go somewhere far away. I wanna go where they don't know my name.
As we cross the Powder River, we continue to press on toward Little Bighorn Battlefield. But first, we decided to take a little detour and drive through the historic town of Sheridan, Wyoming, just to soak in a bit of its character along the way and get an idea if we'd want to stop some other time as we pass through the area.
This new road, I finally broke it free. I'm getting restless, waiting for my day to come. I've been talking about leaving for way too long. The only thing left to do is back on my back and run.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It's funny how sometimes they want to see our national pass and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, sometimes they want to see your driver's license with it.
These diagonal spots are a lot easier. They're a little bit longer usually. We're not sticking out in front of that curb. There's plenty of room. All right, so the visitor center, it looks like is that trailer over there.
Here in the rolling hills of southeastern Montana lies the site of one of the most famous battles in American history, the Battle of the Little Bighorn.
Up until the cemetery reached its full capacity in 1978, they've accepted other fallen soldiers that passed away in other wars. So Indian War, Spanish-American War, World War I and II, Korean War, and Vietnam War. So it's not just the cavalry.
Y'all have a good day.
We've never been here before, but a lady was talking to the ranger in there, one of the rangers in there, and it used to be a visitor center that she said was just wonderful and had a lot of...
A museum.
Museum. I think it was part of a visitor center,
yeah.
but they're redoing it, and the ranger said that they've been working on that since June 26th of 2024, and I didn't hear when he said that they're expecting it to be finished, but it's supposed to be pretty nice. And the lady asked, are you going to have some of those same exhibits in there? Because it was just so nice. And he said a lot of them, but not all of them. And they're bringing in a lot of new stuff. So it sounds like it's going to be a really neat visitor center and museum.
So we might have to come back.
Yeah, now we got to come back. We don't mind coming back to a lot of these places at all. It's but we've never been here before, just FYI. This is our first time.
Did have to get a new sticker.
Yep.
We need to get like new bottles because we don't have any more room for all our stickers. But
Got a bison stick.
bison stick, you got a beef stick.
Yes, it's grass-fed beef too. Gluten-free.
No nitrates.
No nitrates. No added antibiotics. Made in the USA. That's what it says.
Really? Okay.
It was June 25th, 1876, when the Lakota Sioux, Northern Cheyenne, and Arapaho people, led by Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse, and other great war leaders, faced the U.S. 7th Cavalry, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer.
So the way this is set up, it looks like two places we just went by, they didn't have anywhere for you to pull over. All they had was a couple handicapped spots. It looks like they had arrows that you couldn't park on the other side and get out. So you had to be coming this way to pull over and park.
The roots of this conflict lay in a series of broken promises. The United States had pledged the Black Hills to the Lakota under the Fort Laramie Treaty. But when gold was discovered in those sacred lands, that promise was cast aside. The push to force native tribes onto reservations only deepened the tension, setting the stage for a confrontation that would echo through history.
It's a loop. You go down, and then it does a little loop and comes back this way. And they have their one-way arrows, and this is marked 11 and 12, yet this one on this side,
Right in front of us
as
is-
we're coming in, is marked 17.
So we're like,
And I don't know what
the
that
hell?
was marked.
Yeah, I don't know. But
So I'm guessing maybe it was the order of the battle, which
Yeah.
came back and forth.
Yeah.
They didn't say, we must go this way.
right, we go down
Fight.
this next.
To
Yeah.
the end, we turn around, we come back, we fight.
Yeah. Okay.
When Native leaders refused to give up their land and way of life, the U.S. Army moved in to force compliance. Custer's regiment split into several companies to approach a massive Native encampment along the Little Bighorn River. But instead of surprising a small group, they found thousands of warriors ready to defend their people.
So where we came up next is what's called Custer's Advance, and that's where Custer's scouts sees an Indian encampment in the distance, and so he decides to divide his troops. And so we see Custer with approximately 225 men veers to the northwest in pursuit of mounted warriors and appears on the ridge to your left for the first view of the camp. And then there's another little, like literally within 10 feet, that's the valley fight. And after fording the Little Bighorn, Reno's battalion charges the encampment. Warriors rush forward to defend the camp and outflank Reno's command, forcing it into the timber. And then the next few feet there is the retreat. Forced to withdraw, Reno's retreat becomes a rout as pursuing warriors ride in among the troopers, killing about 40 soldiers as they attempt to reach the safety of the bluffs beyond the Little Bighorn River. And the warrior casualties are few.
Horses are such a beautiful animal, aren't they?
I swear they know when we're filming. They always turn their behinds to us. Greasy Grass Ridge. After pursuing Custer's command, warriors position themselves along the ridge to your left. Indian cartridges found here indicate overwhelming fire directed at soldiers on the high ridge to your right front.
Outnumbered and surrounded, Custer and over 200 of his men were killed in what would become known to the native tribes as the Battle of the Greasy Grass. Today, the Little Bighorn Battlefield is a place of reflection and remembrance. White marble markers dot the hills where soldiers fell, and red granite markers honor the native warriors who gave their lives here. The wind carries the same sound it did that summer day, rustling the grass, whispering the story of courage, tragedy, and the fight for a way of life. As we pass through, it's hard not to picture the clash that happened on these quiet hills, a battle that left a lasting mark on both Native and U.S. history.
I definitely want to come back once we know that they've got that new visitor center and museum done, because I'd kind of like to see that. But yeah, I'm glad we came.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be driving through again sometime. Now we are heading to Billings, Montana. That's where the Harvest Host is that we're going to utilize to stay tonight and give them a little business. That's why we're trying to make it there before they close. Shouldn't have any problem. It's 5:30 and they close at 9, and we've got an hour drive.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click that little bell, and hit that thumbs up. See you next week.